Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. So today's video is going to be super special because in today's video you are going to not only listen to me as you usually do, but you'll also get a chance to know other wonderful booktubers and what their recommendations are. In this video, I and my fellow booktubers will talk about their favorite books by an Indian author till date, and we'll also try our best to give you guys some real good and amazing reads. But before this, let me thank each one of you who agreed to be a part of this collaboration video. So thank you guys. And now, let's begin.
Hey people, this is Shrishti and Gudia asked me to talk about one of my favorite book from Indian author. Now there are so many and it was so difficult to choose one from all of them. But because I have to choose one, I would be talking about The Ministry of Utmost Happiness by Arundhati Roy. So I read this book first time when I was 16. I read an article in a newspaper by Roy and I was so intrigued and I was so impressed by this woman that I decided to read his book. And instead of choosing the easy one, which was The God of Small Things, I chose this one. And at that time, I tried so hard, but I just could not understand a few words, a few sentences. And after that, I reread this book a few times. And trust me when I say this, this is one of the closest piece of literature to my heart. I just hold this book so dear to me. So basically, this is a book about two different stories of two different women, a woman and a trans woman. The first part of the story deals with the life story of Anjum, who turned into a woman. And first, she has to live in a place where all these people of trans gender used to live, and then she has to actually live in a graveyard, and she built her home there. And that shows that you do not need a posh house or beautiful gardens and big rooms to call it your home. Home makes by feelings, all right? It is your feelings and your emotion that make a house a home. The second part of the story is about a woman named Tilo, and it has been said that Arundhati tried to portray herself in the character of Tilo, and I kind of agree with that because she is a fierce lady. She do not need any makeup or anything. She holds herself so beautifully and so fiercely that you just cannot help yourself getting inspired by her. I love both the characters so much, and I love this book so much. So if you haven't read this book yet, I would recommend you to go for it. People would say that this is a political book. Maybe it is, but I don't care. I just love the language. I just love Arundhati Roy for writing this book, and that's all that matters for me.
Hi guys, I am Madhurima from the YouTube channel Madhurima Das, where I talk about books and other related stuff. First of all, thank you Gudia for giving me this opportunity of being on your channel. So my favorite book by an Indian author is Half the Night is Gone by Amitabh Bagchi. This is the story of a Hindi novelist who unfortunately has lost his son, and in order to cope up with his grief, he writes a novel. So this is a novel within a novel. So the book beautifully shows the importance of faith or religion in our lives. Now we know that politicians and propaganda people mostly use religion as a means to attack each other. But in this book it shows that for the simple layman, religion or our faith is the source of answers that we seek. It is the closure that we turn to when life shatters us with its atrocities. Also, the book beautifully describes how grief and loss makes us question our pride and our arrogance. This is definitely a book that everyone should read, although I'll be honest, the language is a little difficult and also it's a slow build up, but nevertheless everyone should check it out. And yeah, this was my recommendation, and thank you once again for having me.
I'm Mrinalini Raj. So my recommendation for the Indian author will be someone we have all heard of since our childhood, but we don't exactly see him being recommended in such videos or on the online platforms. The person is R.K. Narayan. Now, if you think that R.K. Narayan is just meant for children to read, I think that is a big wrong assumption. You can pick up any of his books, Swami and Friends, The English Teacher. His language is so beautiful, and you'll get a reflection of the Indian culture in his works, and I think that is extremely important when we are talking about an Indian author. The writing should reflect our culture, the Indianness should be present there. So thank you so much again, Gudia, and thank you again. Bye.
Hey everyone, this is Sakshi, and one of my most favorite books by an Indian author is Goat Days, which is written by author Benjamin. This story is about a man named Najib who has dreams of going to Riyadh for some extra income. Najib also takes one of his neighbors with him and they both go to Riyadh. They are welcomed with nothing, Their whole welcome is so weird. There is no food, there is no water, and they are taken to a place where you can hardly find any human being. They are taken to the desert. Torture that they are faced with, and the struggles, the survival, and everything that they have to face there is something that will totally break your heart. This is a story about dreams, about hope, about faith, about survival, and lastly about soul searching. This is a story that you should read if you like reading something raw, something very, brutally honest.
Namaste guys, I am Divya Agrawal and my channel's name is Celebrity Research. First of all, thank you Guriya Mishra for inviting me on your channel to recommend one of my favorite book by an Indian author. So the book I'm going to recommend to you all, I think I've recommended it so many times on my channel, to people, on Bookstagram, everywhere. Like, this is one of my favorite Indian book by an Indian author, that is Anoon by Bhavani Iyer. This book is just so magical in so many ways. It happens in the 16th to 17th of time of the Kolkata in India, and there are just two main leads in our book, that is Debutam, who is the son of a wealthy zamindar, and Urvish, who is the son of a fisherman. But both of them have one thing in common, that is writing. One could die for writing and one could kill for writing. So this book has so much potential in developing things, the feelings in you, and just such a lyrical way of writing and mesmerizing that I would highly recommend you to read this book. Like, one of my favorite scenes in this book is how the mother of Debutam has been described from like very first couple of chapters, and how it was written, how she was describing to Debutam only how she was perceiving a bird sitting in their balcony or in their garden. It was just so beautiful in so many ways. So I would highly recommend you to read this book. It's like, just go for it.
Hi guys, my name is Sonali and I have a channel named Sonali It's, where I make books and travel blogs related videos. First of all, Guriya, thank you for having me on your channel. And for today's topic, the favorite book by the Indian author. My favorite book by the Indian author is 3000 Stitches by Sudha Murthy. So this book is about Sudha Murthy's real life incidents that has taken place in her life, and those different incidents is being divided into different chapters in the book. And one of those chapters is the 3000 Stitches. This book is named after that chapter, and why it is named, it's beautifully explained in that book. In various chapters, the book also shows about, it has some sweet elements, some inspirational elements. Overall, it's a very fun and easy going kind of book, and I would highly recommend it for beginners. If you're a beginner and you're looking out for some book, make sure to keep this book on your list. Yeah, so that's about it for the favorite book by Indian author. And thank you, Guriya, once again for having me on your channel. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, I'm Ankita from Enchanted Bookins. The book that I would like to recommend to you is a classic thriller with a comic ending, and that is Man-Eater of Malgudi by R.K. Narayan. In this book, we follow the character of Nataraj, who is a printer in Malgudi, which is a small town in southern India. Things start getting interesting when Vasu, a taxidermist, moves in with him. Initially, Nataraj is quite hostile towards him, but as time goes by, they form a cordial friendship. Their friendship is challenged when Vasu decides to kill the beloved temple elephant. And matters become worse when a murder takes place in the town. This is a character-focused book focusing on Nataraj, Vasu, and the relationship between these two characters. Initially, it might seem to you that Nataraj represents a good human being, whereas Vasu is an evil person. Soon you will find out that nothing is as black and white when it comes to human conduct. This is one of my favorite classics by an Indian author. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did.
Hi everyone, I am Komal from the channel Pickup Books, and thank you Guriya for having me on your channel. One of my favorite book by Indian author is Ponnachi by Perumal Murugan. One fine evening, an old man was watching sunset when a mysterious man comes up with a gift of a day-old goat. The goat looked more like a kitten, so the couple named it as Ponnachi. After the arrival of Ponnachi, there was a pleasant chit-chat between the old couple. But life is not easy for farmers or even goat herds. The couple tried to keep Ponnachi alive as she was a miracle kid, but the nourishment was not enough for her or for her kids in her litter. The plot is exceptionally well written and smoothly translated. The book is very short and a quick one to read.
The first half of the book was a delight to read, but the second half pictures hardships and turmoils of not just goats but of goat herds and farmers. The author talks about the discrimination that exists between the society and as well as goats in a very satirical way.
Hi! Thank you for considering me for this collaboration. My name is Alita from Alita and the Books, and today I'm going to recommend Endearment by Samira Ahmed. This is a powerful young adult novel about if America had locked up Muslim Americans in internment camps, and it's about a revolution. It's very hard-hitting and it made me so angry. I loved everything about this book, including the characters and the world building. I mean, it takes place in our world, but the harshness of the internment camps was just devastating to me, and I think you should pick this book up.
And now, my most favorite book written by an Indian author so far, hands down, has to be The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. So this is a masterpiece, and it circulated a whole lot of controversies when it came out in the masses, and for all the possible and definite reasons. When you will read this book, you will get to know that why was it such a controversial piece back then. This story puts forth a very simple yet a very gripping question before the readers, that who should be loved, how and how much. This book is exceptional, and this becomes more so imperative when you get to see the extreme tastes of people in regards to this book. Either you love this book a lot or you hate it completely. At least I think that there is no moderate opinion in this regard. The story revolves around an affluent family residing in MNM, a small village in Kerala. The story does not follow any chronological or sequential fashion, rather it follows the technique of flashbacks as its narrative means. The story is written in two time frames, or it keeps shifting between two time frames, that is 1969 and 1993. The story, so to speak, follows a multi-generational saga, and the different events that take place in this family narrate the underlying theme of casteism, communism, and different social ideals and beliefs which can maneuver a person's feelings, instincts, and whatnot. The story narrates the experiences of fraternal twins whose lives are destroyed by love laws, which lay down the notion that who should be loved, how and how much. Now, when Arundhati Roy wrote this brilliant novel, a lot of things were actually happening in India, and which is why I somewhere feel that this is one such book which is laden with themes. The book beautifully depicts that how caste rigidity and love rigidity were very prevalent or rampant in the India of 90s. The book at the same time also deals with some very dark social complex issues like love rigidity, caste rigidity, sexuality, alcoholism. The major incidents which take place in this story actually force you to see the richly woven thoughts and social commentary of Arundhati Roy. I think she's written a brilliant piece, and one of the other remarkable and legit concerns the author raises in her book is about love laws. She bluntly asks that who on earth has decided that who should be loved, how and how much. Somehow Arundhati Roy has tried to show the pain, the misery, and the sufferings true love brings with it. One of the characters of this book, named Value, aptly justifies that how caste discrimination or racial discrimination had firm roots back then. To sum up in one sentence, I think the author has written an intelligent piece, and no wonder why the booker. Definitely think that you all should be reading this masterpiece at least for once. But having said that, I also feel that language of this book is not that fluid and easy. I think in one read you wouldn't be able to catch the hidden themes, intricacies, or the nuances with which Roy has written this brilliant piece of literature. So I think one time read will not suffice. At least you should be reading this book twice to understand the hidden meaning and deep thought process with which Roy has chosen to write this book. So yes, these were some amazing recommendations for you guys. I hope you like it, and also once again a very big thanks to each one of you for being a part of this video, for being a part of this collaboration. And yes, I hope you like it, and if you did, then please consider liking it, sharing, commenting, and also subscribing to my channel. Until then, be safe, do well, keep connected, and thank you.